Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. Cakes, if you're first time tuning in, you're most definitely welcome. On this channel we'll focus on fashion, skincare and lifestyle. So today I have this video was requested by many because they saw that I lost weight, and I also asked on top of that so that I make sure that I always give relevant content. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like and comment down below, and also share my content if you really enjoyed it. So vandaag today I'm going to talk I keep looking at myself because of this hairstyle. Okay, whatever. So today guys, I'm going to talk about my weight loss journey, and what a drive. It was definitely a long road for me. How long? Because the last time I lost so much weight like now was 2019 it was a fight between me and my weight, and I was really dissatisfied. As I said in my previous video, weight is a closet essential. Please check it out. I share closet essentials that you should have in terms of clothing, and I give tips here and there, so just check it out. I was very open about my weight, about that. The reason why I did not post fashion content, even though this channel has a bit of fashion content, it's because of my weight. I was not happy with the way I looked. I'm one person that I have to look a certain way, that makes me feel a certain way, and I've always been like that since primary school. I've always been like that, and I don't want to be a person who's self-conscious, or once you're not happy with yourself, you start looking at other people and you give negative vibes, like, ooh, why happened so, ooh, why auntie say cleavage, ooh, why auntie say dituno, ooh, mangwela hai, or matwa. You just angry at yourself because you're not happy with the way you look. Do you get what I'm saying? But if you're happy with the way you look, you appreciate everybody and you give positive vibes. So I was like, okay, Magatlo, you're not happy with the way you look. Now start. I started June. Lockdown, guys. When I looked at this other picture, I'm gonna put it somewhere here on the screen. The makeup was flawless. The makeup was flawless, ne? But the selfie. Then I was like, yo, you have to do something about it because you're not happy. I could not even post that picture because I was like, and I'm that person that if I honestly am not happy with the way I look, I want things to be perfect. I've always been like that. Unaware, I've always been like that. So alright, I did that and I lost the weight. I started in June. I started slowly. I honestly started slowly. It was hard in the beginning. For example, I drink apple cider vinegar every morning on an empty stomach. It was hard in June for me to drink it just like that. I added it was a teaspoon of honey, then I cut it down to half a teaspoon to a quarter, then I just stopped that month. And 2, I cut down on carbs, sugar as well, and then I introduced intermittent fast. So I'm just gonna show you. I'm gonna share in detail what I did. So when I started off with the apple cider vinegar, I bought the 1 year Brags because when I lost weight before, that was the apple cider vinegar that had the mother inside in South Africa. So me going there, but when I went to Discount, I saw that there's a lot of brands that have the mother, ingredient in the apple cider vinegar, which is the raw something of the apple that makes you lose weight. So I would drink that in hot water with apple cider vinegar and honey the first month. Whether I liked it, it was so hard, guys. It's so funny how I just drank it just like that in the morning. And then I started looking for other brands that worked for me. I tried most brands that were reasonable, let me not say cheap, that were reasonable from our local supermarkets, and the one from Pick and Pay, to be honest, that worked for me. If you know any other, please comment down below and just share with me. I just drank it every single day, and I don't have ulcers, but if you have ulcers, I don't think apple cider vinegar would work for you. I'm not even sure if the pills will work for you, or maybe you should just drink hot water in the morning to make sure that you don't eat and you pretend or give that info to your tummy and your mind that you have taken something for breakfast. And then I started off my intermittent fast at I broke it at 11 a.m, meaning that I would eat 3 or 2 times a day, but I would eat from 11 a.m. At first I started off with oats because I didn't want to kill myself, and oats fills me up. I ate oats, double cream and honey. For me, that combo, it's delicious. I love it so much. And I started off with portion control. I did not eat as much oats like before. I just broke it down. Maybe, let me say, I drank how many grams, I didn't weigh it at that time, but a normal bowl, and I would just add honey, and I would just add yogurt. So depending on you, how much you want. And then for lunch, I would eat I would always strive to eat veggies and meat. I would still use spices at that time. I would do my meat dibemnati and eat my vegetables and eat potatoes, but I would not eat rice because I looked down at the color. Mao was in buhobe magwenya kilibizi yo stampu, like I was in. So I had to cut all that nonsense that my body was now used to, and I'm not a person who eats carbs a lot. I was drinking cold drink, I was drinking juice. That's the other factors that made me gain weight, so I cut it out. I was no longer drinking juice, and I'm not a person who likes juice, but I just started doing things that I'm not even used to, and my body was just taking a toll, and I could see it. Fine, I then went back to my water. I love hot water with lemon, and I started exercising. Shout out to Nolwazi Zonder. Nolwazi got me, like, as I said in my last video, as a shout out to her. Then I started working out. I started off with 4K, and then I moved to 5K. I would walk, then eventually I started running a bit, run, jogging a bit. And then what else? Oh, I didn't eat a lot of sweets. I love sweets, guys. I love sweets. If you know me, I don't like chocolates, but give me jelly tots, wine gums. I would finish the entire packet, even if it's that big, at one go. So I stopped. I just said, I'm not gonna eat this. I literally stopped eating sweets, and then I substituted my sugar with honey. So every time I would want sugar, let me say, in my pumpkin, in my oats, it would be honey, and tea as well. I would add honey and find the kind of I also it took me quite a while to get the honey that I enjoy, because I always want something that tastes a bit like sugar. So not all honeys taste nice. So the ones in like, it's like a console container that I bought from Fruit Lovers, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much. Okay, the other reason, the second month, what got me really serious was my sister's weight loss. My sister had lost so much weight. Shwanike was looking snatched, and I was like, yo, Kekeletso, you have to get your life together. That's when I was like, okay, I'm serious. And then we weighed food. They were on they're still on that diet where they weigh everything they eat. So I also introduced the weighing lifestyle to me. And then my other sister, Usnomali, we were like, okay, we're going in, and we're like, we're gonna do Banting. For those who are not living in South Africa, Banting is keto diet, so meaning it's a high fat diet, no carbohydrates, not even low, no carbohydrates, no sugar diet. So it was hectic for a person who loves sweets, but I was like, okay, if I'm determined, if I want to do this, I'm gonna do it. And then I cut off the oats, and I still kept, okay, I would cut my fast at 7 p.m. even at the time. Yeah, it would be from 11. 7 would be the last meal I eat, or before 7. So I would have 2 to 3 meals at the time in the beginning. And then when I started off with Banting, I bought butter, I bought cheese, I bought coconut oil, I bought herbs like your fresh coriander, your fresh basil, fresh whatever, chives. There's just a lot. I bought those. I bought black pepper, a whole lot of black pepper. Okay, I already took Himalayan salt. That's something that I took, and I was like, I'm gonna start this. I bought eggs, and in the morning I would have eggs, either boiled or fried, and I would have it with a piece of meat, and I would add evo inside. So the thing with me is that I'm not a person who uses too much oil. I've always been like that. So with Banting, you kind of like go in with your butter, like a maximum of 60 grams of butter in a meal. So I was like, no, I would rather use the butter in the eggs, a bit of it, and then I would also add another form of it, which is an avocado, and I would probably have 2 eggs. Yeah, 2 eggs and evo. But before I stopped eating, I would have it with borso means. Then I was introducing a bit of my sister's lifestyle, where when you eat eggs, because it's protein, you don't eat meat. Some days I would go without the meat, and I started seeing a difference. I honestly started seeing a difference. And I've done Banting before, but I think I was not serious. 1, 2, I did not eat as much fats. 3, I did not inform myself. I did not read the type of diet. 3, make peace with what you love and what is good for you. I love tasting nice food, and what's not good for me is sugar and carbohydrates, because I get fat. So what I took the best diet for me was the keto diet, and I also wanted to form a foundation for myself in terms of a healthy lifestyle, what I put into my body, the type of situation. And then I'm in my 30s now. I need to know what's good for me, and I cannot be hip-hop going up with my weight going down. So I think that the keto introduced that lifestyle with me, and that I know would work. Use a lot of cream, you can use butter. How that makes your food, and cheese, that alone just makes your food taste good. So I was like, and I started off eating, and the second month I was eating strictly twice a day. Some days I would do chai seed pudding. Oh, I love that. And in the beginning, my second meal was chai food. And this time when I was doing my Banting, I read more, meaning that I cannot have a lot of dairy stalls your weight loss. So I can't have too much of the chai seed pudding, because I use double cream yogurt, chai seeds, and then I use and I would add strawberries. It's not sugar, man, sweetener. It worked out. It honestly made my life easier, because it really tastes like, it's almost like sugar, but it has less calories. Even if you put too much of it, it tastes like terrible. Then you know that you always have to portion control, and also you can't take more than 3 teaspoons a day. And this time, what made me become so committed to it was that I did not look at other people's progress, like, oh, mama is losing weight faster than me. Then you become like discouraged and you quit. Don't be present in your weight loss. At this time with me, I was very present in my weight loss, and I was patient, and I prayed so much, because for you to be on a weight loss, guys, you honestly have to pray. You honestly have to have power from your higher, from somewhere. You have to have power from God to help you go through that hour, that day, that week, that month, and for you to be persistent and consistent. And the other thing, because I love sweets, I would treat myself and have a cheat meal, but not every week. But when I feel like I would have something sweet, like cookies. I love cookies. My sister would bake cookies and I would enjoy them, but I kind of like got over it, like, oh, okay, whatever. And then I started choosing healthier cookies for myself, like where I use the right products for my keto or Banting lifestyle. And I bought plant-based flours, coconut one, which you see is almost done. Coconut flour, for me, it kind of gets too much, so it was overwhelming, and I had to think of a plan. So I mix these two. Ever do my cookies, flexi flour. Almond flour is just too expensive. Almond flour is just too expensive for me, because 300 grams of almond flour is 100 rand. So I was like, not now. I will only buy it once I've lost weight. There's so many things that I wanted to add in my lifestyle of Banting and keto, but I just kept saying, if you lose weight, because I don't want to be that when you start your diet, you buy all these things, and 3 months later you open that cupboard, things are still there, weight is still there, you have not done anything of you, or you use those stuff and you fell off the wagon and you never got back. So this time around, I was like, I'm gonna keep it simple, I'm gonna keep it basic, and I'm gonna see how it goes. And I enjoyed it. I was more creative with my meals, very creative with my meals, and I took time. I understood myself. And whenever I feel like chocolate, I would go to Discam. These other candies, chocolate, the brand is Candies, and they are for Banting people. I would buy those, and the caramel toffee one makes me feel like I just had a real chocolate or real sweets. I don't like the sweets for keto or Banting. I find them not nice at all. So that is my treat. My other treat again was this. I had real tonic water. Whenever I would have my gin, because I love gin, I would have it with sugar-free tonic water. Add berries, or I would add I would add berries to my drink, and it would, or grapefruit once in a while. And the other thing that I stayed away from, even now I still don't eat, it's orange or yellow vegetables, because they're usually nice and they have carbohydrates. So for me, it's a no. Mayo, there's this other mayo that I bought from Woolies, which is so nice. That mayo, it's like real mayonnaise. Banting or keto, you buy these things, they're expensive, but they last you for long. Even if you make your cookies, you are still going to be left with so much. This flowers that I bought in August, and now it's October. I still have them. Now my intermittent fast, it starts at either I could stay it off until 1 or 2, but I'm getting it in my head. I'm having 2 meals, 12 strictly, and 6 I'm cutting off. I don't eat. What I do now, I stay away from eating before I sleep. After my birthday, I had a crazy time. It was amazing, and actually I had gained weight and from the weekend, and then I went on and I was kicked off ketosis. So meaning that you can't lose weight faster like before, because I did indulge in carbs and sugar. I started an egg fast. You can go from 3 to 5 days, guys. It was so hard this time. The first time when I did it in August, I did it in August. I did it in August. It was fine. I even did it for 5 days. This time around, I almost went mad. It was so hard, but I pushed for 3 days, and this time I was more creative in terms of the meals that I prepare for myself, that I enjoy. And I think the other thing that made it hard this time was that I actually kept to my intermittent fast, which I eat after 12. So it made me go crazy. But the egg fast does say that the minute you wake up, 30 minutes after waking up, you indulge in your first eggs, and then you eat a minimum of 6 eggs and a maximum of 10 eggs, depending on how much protein you need. And I think with me, what made me not be so enthusiastic and feeling like I want to eat is because the first time I was kind of like not happy with the results. I did not lose weight, and they kept saying, maybe you've gained muscle. Probably I had really gained muscle. But I was not happy because other people lose over 3k and 4k, so whatever. But I did it now, and I had lost 2k, and my starting weight was 75, and now I weigh 67. I look smaller in structure. Like, the scale for me is something else. Even when I said I weighed 75, it was not like 75 when you think about it, but the scale did say 70. So now I just want to get to 60. I want to see how it feels to get to 60. I want to look hot. I'm already enjoying my body. I'm so present in this moment of, the second month I also weighed my meat, which was like 100 gram every meal, and 50 grams of fat, and 150 grams of vegetables. I am a B positive. Knowing your blood type will help you a lot, because, for example, if I eat a lot of chicken, I don't see an increase in my weight loss. So I always had to put in red meat. Red meat for me, it makes me work. It makes me lose weight, and also cutting down on milk. Currently, I haven't had plain yogurt in a month. I am cutting down on milk because milk is not good for your skin, also for your body. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you really want to lose your weight, if you're really serious about it, start doing it now. Don't wait for December, don't wait for 2021 and make excuses that 2020, what a year, what. Do it. It's not easy at all. Nobody, like, I get so annoyed when people make losing weight as if it's nice, like it's enjoyable. It's not enjoyable, but it kind of like gets you, because it's not enjoyable because you're introducing your body to things like that it's not used to. But after that, you kind of like get into the drift. For instance, now I've started exercising, which I'll share probably after a month. I'll do more of these weight loss videos and I'll share my weight loss. And it's not easy exercising. Mutu unfiti. And the last time when I lost weight in 2017, I was so skinny, fly, but so unhealthy. As Joe, I would breathe my life out. Like flight of stairs, I would not do it. But now I'm exercising. I'm more invested in what I'm creating. The meals that I make, I've made my siblings enjoy my food that I eat. While they eat sugar, they're like, could I do this lifestyle of yours? They get excited because I become so creative. I do things that I love. I know that I love food. I love rich, tasty food. I make sure that I make that. So make sure that you make that type of food, and you'll be committed, and you'll just see time is a fail. And for now, there are times that I feel like a chocolate or sweet, I would have a cookie, but don't indulge on it. Make sure that you read the ingredients at the back of your products so that you know exactly what you're putting in your body. That will save you. And